as we settle into take benefit from this powerful forgiveness meditation, I invite you to sit quietly or lie down. Have your feet on the ground and take 3 deep breaths with me. In and out. In and out. In and out. And to benefit from the power of forgiveness and the freedom this quality creates in your mind, in your heart, and in your life, we will practice forgiveness from the outside in and then from the inside out. So as we begin in this relaxed and serene state, I invite you to think about and contemplate all of your ideas of pain and suffering and grievance that you have with the outside world. Everything that you perceive to be challenging in the political, environmental, economic state of things, which is so easy for us to focus on. I invite you to call that experience of pain and discomfort into your body right now, just so you can observe it and feel it. It may be an overpowering and strong feeling. You may experience feelings of resentment and anger and frustration. And whatever emotions that come with calling in your experience and your perceptions of the outside world is totally okay. Yes, there are wars happening. Yes, there are people sick and groups suffering. But our job here, in terms of forgiveness, is just to be aware of our own experience of this. And just for a moment, to let it be totally okay. There's nothing that we need to do with this feeling or these feelings. There's nothing that we need to change right now. We can just call in our own perception of the external world into our experience and simply observe it. Allow yourself the power to view your impressions from an observational standpoint, without judgment, without more anger or resentment or frustration. Just simply observe your own ideas and start to understand them as simply your own. And while others may certainly share in your sentiments at times, it's very empowering just to be able to view yourself and your ideas as fully your own, without trying to run away from them, without trying to change them. We allow our ideas and our viewpoints just to be our own, and we learn to love them for how they are. Fully feel your own experience and your own ideas. Fully allow yourself the gift just to sit with your experience and love it for how it is. it will dawn on us that the quality of forgiveness is not to change anything, but simply to love and accept what is. And as you sit here accepting yourself and your ideas about the world and the wars and the politics and the suffering and the pain and the death, and just sit with it without having to change one thing about it. You play a vital role in your own healing and in the healing of the world just by loving yourself. And as you continue to observe your feelings and impressions and perceptions of the world, I invite you to bring it a bit closer to home, to think about the people in your lives. Perhaps the people that you work with or interact with daily, your loved ones, your partner, your children, your parents, whether they're here or not. Just start to bring this awareness of your impressions of these people without judgment into your consciousness. Just observe the feelings of pain or resentment or frustration or anger that you so easily harbor with these people who are just like you, trying their very best. When you feel and experience the pain and suffering and resistance to just observing these people, these humans, with love and kindness, give yourself a big break. And let's breathe in together. For these folks are just like us. They have their shortcomings and their limitations. They have their dreams and their hopes. They have their pain. And I invite you just to see all these people in your life just as human, just as being on their journey, doing their best, whether you believe it or not. And it's your power to sit in non-judgmental observation that heals not only them, but yourself. And each day I invite you to sit in this space of non-judgment, where you can simply become the witness to their journey and to yours. Where you can breathe in the golden substance of healing energy and of light and of acceptance and of forgiveness. For your true forgiveness is not of them, but is of yourself and your own painful judgments and fears and thoughts of limitation that these people represent. Everyone in your life is merely a symbol of your own internal awareness and the healing that you offer them right now is the greatest healing in the world, acting like water being poured into the desert of your mind and your heart, where you purify your negative thoughts and send nothing but love and kindness into theirs. Soak in that acceptance. Forgive those in your life. They've done nothing wrong. And as we deepen our experience of forgiveness, we bring this all the way back into ourselves, into our own bodies, into our own minds, into our own hearts. And that very story that we have around our own identity. As I say this, whisper internally your own name and see the feelings that your name and your identity generates in your internal consciousness. Often we have so much story of pain and limitation and sadness and fear about getting older, about not having the success that we want, about not having the job and the career or the adventures. But we bring this awareness back into the observational standpoint of ourselves. And we simply can become the witness to our own idea about ourselves with love and non-cynicism. And we can see so clearly that we, like everyone else, are just doing our very best. And with a deep breath, we offer ourselves the most profound energetic of forgiveness. I am so sorry for berating myself. I am so sorry for the negative stories and the pain and the doubt inflicted by myself on myself. And I fully understand there is no need for this anymore. And I bathe in this beautiful golden moment of self-acceptance, understanding that the healing of myself is the healing of the world. And I radiate this self-acceptance out to the others in my life, accepting them all the way out into my communities, all the way out into the world as I see it. And I sit in grand unification and communion with everything as is. And let's sit in this moment for 2 more minutes and soak in this peaceful and serene state.